Putin does have a kind of image as a sort of an anti-imperialist hero, like he's standing against the West, the US, the American global policing interventions around the world, and lots of people in the West seem to like that image of Putin. Of course, RT and other Russian media in English language, they are, it seems, very successful at presenting that kind of narrative, that kind of propaganda. So why are they so successful in your opinion, and how can the West fight back against that kind of propaganda?
To fight back, you have to decide that you want to fight back. You cannot, fight back unless you have political will. Now, you mentioned Russia Today. You can mention Sputnik. This is, those are not, media outlets. This is Putin's information army or disinformation army. Russia Today is the best financed television in the world. It's a conglomerate that had hundreds of millions of dollars invested every year. This is just, no other television. I mean, even look at Al Jazeera, for instance. They come even close to the amount of money that Putin spends there. By the way, in the last few years, Putin kept cutting money on healthcare, on social security, on housing, on education, but he always, increased spending on military, on security apparatus, and propaganda. Well, yeah, those are the facts. It's not I say. You can just simply look at the Russian budget, and this is official budget. And regarding the image, fighting, American imperialism. I mean, with Donald Trump, America retreated on every front, and it depends what kind of people you're asking. If you ask people from Aleppo, you remember the city Aleppo that has been carpet bombed with hundreds of thousands of people. Ask Syrians that have been bombed by Russian planes and gassed by Assad, who got Putin's full cover. Ask Ukrainians. Their country had been, just almost cut in pieces, and only heroic defense helped them to preserve, their independence. Oh, well, look, you can start asking a lot of people in the world, and they may have different opinion about Putin. This is not saying, oh, America is a policeman. Yeah, but if you don't have a policeman on the ground, so what happens? We can all argue about America's role here and there, but I don't recall America's doing what Putin did in Syria, for instance, or Putin's support of Iranian terrorist regime. If you look at the global map now, you look at Syria, Iran, North Korea, Africa like Libya, Sudan, Venezuela. That's another criminal narco mafia regime of Maduro. You always find Putin fingerprints. So if this kind of stability you want, fine. I have no doubt the moment Putin is out, we'll find out that Putin ran the most powerful global criminal syndicate ever witnessed on Earth.